This show is sponsored by NYCU OBE.
Hey, your Senpais here. And this podcast will provide you with the ultimate survival guide to your wonderful campus life in NYCU. Hi, we're your hosts today. I'm Elaine.
I'm Flowey.
I'm Jan.
Today, we will continue the topic of last time to share about our specialties on talking. And we've invited two more friends to share.
Why you call us friends?
Flowey and Jan. They're
Hello.
gonna talk about how they make a living with their talking skills.
Talking skills.
Okay. So first, Flowey,
Mm-hmm.
can you share about your experience on talking as a specialty?
Okay. I wouldn't say it's really a specialty because I think it's kind of embarrassing for me, but I've been a TV host for 10 years of a
Wow.
TV station in Taiwan. Yeah.
But you're only a college student. What does that mean?
Oh, because I started since I was in fourth grade of elementary school.
So how did you get into a TV show?
So there was a kind of an election of that, and I joined that,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got in.
Wow. And
So
then
brief.
you're there for 10 whole years?
On and off.
On and off. But always the same channel?
Yeah, on the same TV station, but not the same TV program.
So do you take your own leisure time to do this job, or is it somehow cooperate with your schoolwork?
Yes, I use my leisure time to do that, but mostly it's weekends. So when I was small, I didn't really experience the weekend life of children.
Oh.
That's kind of sad.
So what's your job really about? What kind of TV show?
The first one that I've been hosting is a children news program. So what we did is be a reporter. Yes.
Uh-huh.
I mean it. Sometimes we also have to go out and interview people and then just find some new things or cool stories or cool kids.
So it's mostly about local news?
We also have international news.
And are you more of a your target audience? Is it for adults or?
For children.
Oh.
It's a children TV show.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Kind of like Baby Boss in real life.
Yeah. Kind of like that. And sometimes we also get the experience to experience different kinds of jobs. Sometimes we will interview for example, doctors or teachers. So it's just like Baby Boss in real life.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So you've been their host for 10 whole years?
But I also had other TV programs.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is called 呼叫妙博士. I don't know if you know that. Have you heard of that? Yeah. So it's basically a children science TV show.
Mm-hmm.
And we are the little assistant of the professor.
Uh-huh.
And then we will go on adventures to find some fake news or to explore some laboratory things.
So you guys do fun experiments on TV?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like that. Sounds fun.
Yeah. And I also have another one. Actually, I hosted that program when I was first grade of college.
Oh.
And that program is about the SDGs, the
Uh-huh,
SDG goal of the UN. And then we just kind of share how we can do to improve the SDG in Taiwan, share stories of people around the world or some stories that happen in corners around the world. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Since our topic's about talking, right? So do you think you naturally learn how to talk well, or how come that you have the ability to become a TV host?
I would say definitely it's practice makes perfect. At the very beginning, I remember the first time that I was in front of the camera, I was so scared and so nervous. I was literally shaking for the whole shooting period. But as the time gone by, I kind of get used to that. So I won't be afraid anymore.
But do you have like any practice tips or like things you would do to improve like your talking skill?
Sometimes I would practice in front of the mirror at my house, or I would just record it by myself and then rewatch it again and again.
Wow.
And then, or maybe just like go back to watch the performance that I made on TV, and then I try to revise the things that I can revise or I can do better.
Oh, that sounds like a legit
But it's not that stressful, actually. It's just like gradually those opportunities will give you the time to make you do better.
Oh, so for you it's more like about
Yeah, I naturally gain this ability.
How about you, Yang? Like I've heard that you've also been a host, but in a different form.
Yeah, it's mostly in a radio station.
When was that?
I first started as part-time voiceover guy.
What does voiceover guy mean?
I do voiceover for children's show.
So we kind of both host children's show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes as guests.
But I think Yang hosted children's show when he was in high school.
Yeah, the first year of high school.
Wow.
So same question. How do you get into like a
Radio
radio
station.
station?
Yeah, it's very rare for people.
So the station I work in, the National Education Radio Station, they hosted a competition called Golden Voice Award.
Wow.
Oh.
So someone in the parents group of our high school sent the information of that competition, and I thought I could try. Because for high schoolers, the competition is about the category for high school students. It's about making your own show. And I like writing stories. So I made up a commercial, I guess, and then enter the competition. And then I was the first place.
It was in the first place.
So you were interested in like radio shows making before you joined that competition?
Yeah, kinda. I like to record stuff. I don't really enjoy making shows.
Oh.
I simply enjoy the process of recording stuff.
Okay, I got it. Because like as for my experience, I was so into watching TV shows before I got into the TV station. So I think like things are connected.
Yeah.
All the dots are connected by Steve Jobs.
okay.
When I was in junior high, I would record small podcasts with my classmates after class.
Since you were junior high?
Yeah,
That was really
if
young.
I upload those, I'm gonna be famous now.
Yeah.
You're like the first podcast.
Yeah,
host
it
of
was
time.
the golden age.
Pioneer. Podcast Phil Pioneer.
But like, do you bring a microphone with you all the time or what? Like, how
I
do you
use
record?
the microphone on our headphones.
Oh.
That's cool.
So did you get paid for your job?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
And then I got promoted as assistant host. And then I got paid.
So the process is like from a voiceover guy got promoted to
Assistant host.
And then host.
and then host.
So what's your show about?
So the show is named 今天不补习. Our official English name is Today 不补习.
But the meaning is like today we're not going to the cram school.
Yeah.
So what do you do like if you don't go to cram school?
We go to clubs.
Wow, what kind of clubs?
What kind of clubs?
School clubs.
Oh,
not
school
really
clubs.
nightclubs.
Okay.
'Cause-
So you introduce different kinds of school clubs?
Yes, and we will find school clubs as our guests, and we will interview them about their activities.
What's your most impressive experience of being a host of that show?
Impressive.
Yeah. Impressive.
Well, some of the high school kids are really difficult to talk to.
But you were the high school kid.
Yeah.
But he know better.
Yeah. He thought he's better.
And I have to use all my talking skills
Mm.
to talk with them, like asking questions from their
answers.
yeah
Mm-hmm.
and continue the topics.
Oh, I totally get it. Because, like, sometimes when I was, like, the host of the show, I've experienced similar situation. Imagine, like, you're interview a very awkward people. And then,
An awkward person.
yeah, an awkward person. And then they would just, like, answer, oh, yes, that's it. Oh, yeah, I love it. Yeah. And then you just have to, like, repeat the question again and then repeat their answer again, and then, or maybe try another way to ask them so that they can elaborate their answers. And that's very tiring.
But can you like make mistake because you're not on live stream, right?
Yeah,
Like
I
they
could
can
make a
actually
mistake.
cut it out.
Yeah, they can.
So I just remember what we usually do. I learned this from another host. What we do is we talk to them beforehand.
Yeah, like a
Basically,
pre-interview.
Yeah, we basically run through all the process before recording and then do the recording again. We might tell them, oh, that's not a nice topic. Just say that again.
Mm.
Oh, cool. But do you practice like talking skills or like actually your English skill? Because I remember that you mentioned before that you also host a English related show, right?
Oh, actually 2 or 3 of them are English related.
You mean you have lots of shows?
Before I was a host, I was a host of a certain part of a show, which is about teaching English.
Oh.
So it's like a small part, like for like 1 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. But like, were your English good back then?
Maybe better than now.
Are you
Ooh.
questioning him?
Like,
'Cause
I mean, for high schooler, it's not common for them to like speak good English.
I agree.
Yeah, and even host a show.
Yeah.
Because I think I talk a lot more in high school and speak a lot more English
You
back
mean
in high
like
school.
with your classmates,
Yeah, with my classmates.
you speak English to them?
Sometimes. And I speak
In general.
in general, yeah.
Okay.
I have friends
Okay,
back
okay.
then.
You
Now I
spoke
only talk to like,
Cats
yeah,
on the street.
trees. No trees.
not really on
talk to
trees. It's
I
too
talk to
far
trees.
away.
I know you hug trees.
Oh, really? Yay. But like the core message of my experience that I want to convey to our listeners, audience, is that all the things on TV or maybe on radio station has been edited. Like it's not live show. So you don't have to be like, oh, the host is so good. They can speak so fluently with many good skills, with a good tone, with good content. Like it's all edited.
Including our show now.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks you are added. So about Yang, do you have like any particular thing you want to share with us on your experience?
I think if you're struggling with your talking skills, you can just
I am struggling.
talk
Just
because
talk.
you are definitely thinking about something and you can say it out loud.
Oh.
But sometimes you just like, you will be afraid of what you are going to speak. Like, will somebody be offended by that, or is it appropriate? How do you solve that?
I think for me, most of the time, I regret not saying it.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Also, sometimes I'm afraid of speaking or saying what's really on my mind. But then I regret not saying it because the right moment has passed.
Oh, so your recommendation would be like try to say as much as you can.
Yeah, if you are trying to do that, but if you are trying to be cool, try to speak less.
That's what you're doing right now?
Yes,
Okay.
I am too cool to be in a school show.
I agree.
But I've also met someone that really like speak too much and sometimes it's really offended.
Annoying.
Not really annoying, but offended, I think. Like sometimes people don't realize they're saying inappropriate things.
Oh yeah.
Like, I think what Flowey just mentioned, that sometimes people might feel like it's not appropriate to say something out loud. But I think if you're thinking like this, it means that you already have some sense of what you should say and what you should not say.
I think that would be like one of the most important things of being a host, whether on radio show or TV show, because like the responsibility of being a host is to be aware of every word you say, because it represents you and the show and the station. So the influence of your words is unpredictable, and you definitely cannot look down of that.
I agree. So I think when anyone is trying to improve their talking skills, the recommendations that Flowey and Yang both give is that you should speak more. But as the time passed, as you really like know that your word means something and you're representing not only yourself, it could be like a whole station or like a whole channel, that you really have to be mindful of what you're saying. So that's the episode of today. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.